That's it. That's it.
I'll
Well,
give it a
guys,
go.
I just want to let everybody know, everybody, welcome to what's happening in real estate this week. We got Conrad Zurini, broker owner of REMAX, Niagara REMAX Escarpment in the Hamilton, Niagara, Halton region. He is the top broker. And then we got Mission 35 Mortgages with Brian Hogben, top mortgage broker in the Niagara region, and myself, Rob Golfi, the Golfi team with REMAX Escarpment Golfi. Guys, a couple of things I want to talk about is we'll just do a few minutes on the rate hold. That was probably predicted. Brian,
Yep.
Is that predicted or is that not good or good?
I think that was probably the most predicted rate hold that we've seen. The numbers were telling us that over 30 days ago, right? So I don't think it comes as a big shock, but I think it just is a great opportunity just to let people know, because there still are a lot of people and we still get calls from people saying rates are going to go down. And I think there's a lot of misinformation out there, because I've seen a lot of rate predictions from a lot of people way smarter, and both show the rate curve going up over the next 5 years. The only one, there is potential for a quarter drop on the variable. So it's like this. Right? But all the 5-year fixed money, all those numbers that you're looking at, you blow them out 5 years, we're at the bottom, right? Every single economist is predicting that the 5-year fixed, those rates are going to be higher a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 4 years from now. So,
so the hold, do you think the hold right now has a lot to do with the tariffs, the negotiation, all the uncertainty? Like, is that like
it's two things. I think uncertainty for sure is one, right? But the other thing is inflation. Inflation seems to be manageable right now, right?
Yeah. For now,
right? It seems to be under control.
Yeah.
You've got the jobs report. I think that is probably what's going to kick out maybe the rate decrease, because if it comes out, with that jobs report, if you dig into it, we talked about it a couple of weeks ago. A lot of jobs got created, but how many of those jobs are sustainable or part-time, right? So if a lot of those are part-time jobs and a lot of those aren't sustainable, well, then guess what? That job report tanks in 60 days.
And it looks like from the notes, like if you really dig into the notes, and they're going to be coming out even more so from the Federal Reserve as well, they're definitely looking at, I don't think they're saying short-term rates aren't going to decrease in the U.S. So that's a whole other animal. Right. So they're talking, probably more into Q3, Q4. But you're going to see that. And everybody's just, look, it's the T word, right? I think they want to know what they want some certainty out there. Right. And those are the numbers that are going to really affect it. And Brian's 100% right. That inflation rears its ugly head, and with tariffs and we'll see what happens. But but I will say this. Long-term rates are fantastic right now. Yeah. If you're waiting on the sidelines, and I would say the last week of sales, like we talked about last week, we had another hot week this week. We sold 102% of the list. There it is. Yeah, 102%. And the trading area is near 70%. So for the week, we had this last week, we had a seller's market for the last week. So hoo-hoo to sellers. Right? Yeah. Right? Yeah, let's do it. It's happening. It's happening.
Well, you know what? CMHC put out a lackluster report. I know CMHC is your favorite predictor, Conrad. But they, and I don't like this, because they're saying affordability is still in the hole, right? And I was doing some just simple math here, and I get it. Affordability is challenging for some. Yeah. But to get a $600,000 mortgage with 20% down, with a 2% decrease, because we've seen, we were qualifying people 18 months ago at 8%. Yep. Now we're qualifying, let's say, at 6%, right? You had to have a combined household income of 140. Now you need a combined household income of 118. That's a pretty big drop in income, right? That's trending in the right direction for people to be able to afford that type of home.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah.
So it is a lot better. There's no doubt about it. But I know people are sitting on the sidelines. They're trickling in. Buyers are trickling in right now. And I think the rate hold is good, because then if we start saying, there's going to be a decrease, then they hold off. But this is good. I think it's a healthy market, but I mean, it could be a lot healthier. Now, Conrad, this report that you put out every week, it's unbelievable. Like, is it just to the realtors, or could anybody access this online anywhere?
Yeah, we have it on our socials and stuff like that. Yeah, anybody can access it. Yeah.
What's your social media? What is
That's
it?
That's a good question. I think
he's got people doing it for.
It's on mine. It's on all mine. Yeah,
but
Conrad
just look for REMAX Escarpment, REMAX Niagara social sites. You'll find it. This is guys. Listen, if you're listening to this, even other realtors, I'll tell you something. Take advantage, because this is awesome. I look at this report every week and I read it, and it's awesome. Conrad puts it out every day. The other thing what's
good about that too is it's a leading indicator. A lot of times other people have lagging indicators. Your appointment center, I gotta say, Conrad, is one of the best leading indicators for market prediction, because closings doesn't mean anything. That stuff that happened 60 days ago.
Happened. Yeah.
This is real time. Time.
It is good.
It's not. You don't find this out in 2 weeks, 3 weeks from now. It's real time. Yeah. The other thing I want to talk about is I put out this 18-day report. Okay. So what it is that, and I call it the report card. Now, Conrad, I found this is really, really good, especially if you have teams, but even, smaller teams to do this. So it's a systemized approach to every listing at the 18-day mark, because you get to read what the market's going to be like with that listing. And it's a full review. I do a full review, and on the house, it's like a report card, and see if the house is on track, to see if the house is overpriced, underpriced, or we just stay the course. So what I found, agents love this, and they can actually send it to their clients. Now, I found that a percentage of the listings I do the book report, they're priced right. They just have to stay the course. Yeah. They like, you know what I mean? Like, markets change week by week. And sometimes, and we've actually had price adjustments with this report card that I do. I forward it to the, my agent that has that listing. I give them the details, and I go through the pictures. The one thing, I'm going to tell you something, agents out there, they should take a look at the pictures that they put online.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Oh my God! I talk about it at our meetings with our team and everything. Yeah. The pictures, like, why do you need a picture of a room with garbage and crap and everything? And I don't even think what's that for? You got, like, listen, if you want people to look at the house, you because there's 50 pictures doesn't mean you have to use them. Use 20 of them.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
Like, what
do
the
best
heck
of the best. I know.
Even the consumer, and if you are a consumer, or you're a person that has a house listed with your agent, go through the pictures, delete the ones that you don't think should be there. This is like you want them to come to the house. You want them to come to the house. Let them make the decision at your house, not online.
I think it's brilliant what you're doing, and I think the report card, I love the whole premise of the report card. And how is your property performing with the market based on, days on market, months of supply? Where does it fit with in terms of pricing? Are you at the top end of it per square foot? Yeah. Are you at the bottom? I think it's brilliant, and everybody should be doing it. I'm wondering, though, do you put on the bottom that the seller takes direction well, like a real report card?
He needs to focus more.
Read your old report cards, Rob.
Yeah. Oh my God, I am looking for them. I have my old report cards. Oh my. That's it. Needs to read more.
Direction well.
Yeah. He doesn't pay attention. That's it. But no kidding. No kidding.
In class.
Oh yeah. That's it. But I'll tell you, the report cards are making a difference for our team, totally. And I do. But the thing is, it does take time. It takes me about, I'd say 10, 15 minutes to do each one. Like I'm redoing a whole new evaluation on it. I'm looking at the pictures. I'm telling them, you add this, take away from this. So we clean. It's almost like a cleansing, and we decide whether it's priced right. And sometimes it's just priced like maybe $20,000 too high, and just that little shift and adjustment. But if it doesn't need, if it's not selling, we know there's the market, it's priced right. We just say, just hang in there. The market just stay its course. It'll come back. Some houses are priced right. It's just at that right now at that time it is. But anyway, I just wanted to mention about the report
brilliant.
cards.
Even the photography. I like you said, the photography. Like even me setting up today, there was a fire extinguisher in the thing. I thought, I can't have that. My eye went right to that fire extinguisher. Yeah. And that's what happens. Consumers will look, they'll see something, and they'll just, I don't know why I don't like this, but I don't like this. And and what people are doing online is they're just eliminating. That's all they're doing. Flip,
big
eliminate, flip. I like it. You know what I mean? That kind of thing, right?
So I'll tell you something. So we use a photography company. It's called Northern Spruce. That's it. So anyway, so I'm going through this one listing. I'm sitting there with the client, and it's one of the agents in our team. And I go, I am disappointed in these pictures. And I go, we got to get rid of all these vertical pictures. I don't know why we got vertical pictures. So I go to Mike, our director of marketing. He goes, Rob, Northern Spruce doesn't take vertical pictures. And I go, what? And then I go to the agent. I go, why are these vertical pictures in this freaking listing? They go, oh, because the client wanted the vertical pictures, wanted these pictures because they took them. And I went to the client. I went to the client and I said, we got to reshoot this thing. These pictures are garbage and everything. And I thought it was Northern Spruce. It wasn't Northern Spruce. Northern Spruce is a good company. They do great pictures. And we're really happy with them. But did you see though, this client took control of our agent and wanted to put her pictures. Wanted her pictures.
Direction well.
You see that? So I did the report card. I go eliminate. I said, let's more photographs, new photographs. Get rid of all the vertical pictures. It's done. Those vertical pictures, it looks like your amateur agent that does with their phone, and they just put those pictures on.
Yeah,
so
totally.
so
Instagram.
Exactly. So the report card, if you're a realtor, you want to learn more about it, call me or call Conrad and learn how we do the report card.
Love it.
And but if you're competitive, if you're with REMAX, Niagara REMAX, Escarpment and Niagara, yes, I'll help you. But anybody else, sorry, you're out of luck.
You're right.
So but also I want to mention a lot of these malls are getting bought up by companies that are going to develop them. Good thing, bad thing? What do you think?
Well, look, it's great infill. I'm not arguing that. I think they're overzealous. Like, I was just with the city of Burlington. We were talking about they're talking about Mapleview, where where the bay was, and they got 6 towers planned there. Like, there ain't no 6 towers. there ain't no demand for that.
No.
I think, we got to find out what consumers want, and they don't want all that density. Nobody wants to live with 600 people. I think, that's crazy. I think it's overzealous. They're just trying to make something look good on their balance sheet, that the values of these properties. Other than that, it's a pipe dream. Again, people want Goldilocks. They don't want too big. And again, people like stuff on the ground. But if you're going to go up, it's got to be a smaller community, I find. I think you can't be 600.
Yeah, well, I was at the meeting for the Eastgate Square one.
They
had about 6 towers there. Yeah. They even had a road going through, and then they had a townhouse complex that they were going to do in one of the back corners. But that was almost 18 months ago, and they have done nothing there. So I think the thought process is, to your point, Conrad, it sounds great. But when would they ever start this? Would they start it in a year, 2 years, 3 years?
There's no way. It's gonna be 20 years. I think what's going on, these guys are buying it, changing the zoning, and they're going to resell it. I think that's what maybe they're doing. I don't know. Because they're a long way away. Just like you said, Conrad, not everybody wants to live with 600 people in the box. No. People still want, like I think a townhouse is perfect for somebody starting out. They have a little, a couple of kids. They got a little tiny backyard. They got a nice playground in the neighborhood. But we're starting to get away from that. Like they're trying to do this high density.
Well, I think those ones could be good for the retirement, folks, right? Like you end up being in a condo, and then now you've got a mall. You can go do your walking in there. You can go for coffee. You can do that. There might be a certain demographic that I think it's almost like having your own community. You don't need the car. You got everything in your own little community right there, because they shrink the mall and put all the residential around it.
But the problem there is the baby boomers are going to be all dead by the time they actually have these going up. So it's going to be millennials going, I don't need to be this close to the mall. I want to get out of here.
Yeah, exactly. I want to be in the country. But, I think I would say I saw those developments in 2006, 7, and 8. And 2010 in the US, they called them lifestyle developments, you know, where they had restaurants, theaters, retail, and residential, but, you know, more like smaller, mid-rise. But, you know, that I think that whole phenomena, that ship has sailed. I don't think we have that anymore. So they got to, I think we got to find out what the consumer wants. I think these builders, what they did was their consumer was the middleman, the investor. They pandered to the investor. Investor wants cheap. Cheap ended up being small, but that's not really what the consumer wanted. So I think the goal now is find out what the consumer wants and what they're looking forward to in the next 5 years, 10 years, 15, and 20. That's it. Done.
That's it.
Yeah. So
well,
try that.
All right. Well, in saying that, I'm ready to do a video with my shirt off. Like
there we go.
I'll meet you down there. I'll be there.
Hey, what do you think? What do you think? Hey,
Rob, it was impressive. Very impressive. I tell you. That was,
Rob, I think we're getting there. Progress over perfection. I like that. Progress over perfection.
No one can say you have a dad bod at all, Rob. You
no,
don't have a
I'm
dad
working
bod
on
at all.
it. I mean, that's it. Hey, I got to stay young. As being a real estate agent, man, you got to stay young as long as you can, buddy. I'll tell you.
For sure.
I gotta keep going till I'm 80, 90 years old doing this. That's it.
Yes,
anyway, everybody, thanks for listening. Follow us on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, and all the other ones. And look out and keep up to date on what's happening in real estate this week. Thanks, guys.
Amazing. Thank you, Rob.
Great job.